What's up, guys? I'm Kyle. For most of you, this is probably your first time seeing me. I'm the production director for Kamp. What that means is I handle in-studio performances, show promos, station drops. I post your interviews with your artists to the website. Basically anything audio and recording related, you can come to me for help on. So the main thing I want to talk to you guys today about is the production team. I'm putting it together this year to be very self-sustaining and very involved. And that doesn't necessarily mean like a ton of time commitments, but that you'll get a lot out of it. It'll be a good experience for you. And really anyone who's interested in recording at all should join. Recording audio technology, it's going to be a great experience for you. You'll be running your own in-studios, having your favorite bands perform live in the studio while you or somebody else interviews them. Recording your own show promos and other people's show promos, show intros and outros. You'll just be a go-to source for awesomeness and having lots of friends. So if that sounds like something cool to you, then send me an email at production@kamp.arizona.edu. And if it doesn't sound cool to you, then send me an email at production@kamp.arizona.edu. Sound good? Cool. Headphone amp. We kind of basically have it working in the broadcast booth. It's that thing under the soundboard. You know what I'm talking about. It's got knobs on it. You plug your headphones. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, to make it work, we have a temporary solution in here, the production booth. We're in the production booth right now. What you need to do to get the headphone amp to work. So let's say you go into your show. Hey, the headphone amp's not working. What do? Oh, I'll just call Kyle. No, you won't call Kyle because I don't want to talk to you and you shouldn't have my cell phone number. What you'll really do, come in here, make sure the board is on. Turn it off right now so I can demonstrate. How you turn it on, there's a switch right here. Can you see my hand? Yes, you can. In the back, right here. Turn it on. There's a big thick switch back here. You'll see it's on when this blue light right here comes on. Most important thing, this right here, channel 13 and 14, needs to be on. And you need to turn the fader up to 0. That's the only way you're going to hear anything out of that headphone amp. Also, if you're doing next on the list, roundtable shows. Some people want to do shows where they have 4 people going at once, and that's a little bit difficult to do when you're all in there, right? So what you can do is use these mics and those mics. 4 people, each one gets a mic, it all sounds good. Yeah, we can do that. Here's how you do it. These speakers, this one and this one, they need to be off. The switches are in the back. If they're on, lights will be on. Make sure there are no lights on. We will get feedback in here. You don't want that. This headphone amp up here needs to be on. Okay? If you turn it on, you should get some lighty stuff going through it. That's all cool and good. Make sure that the headphone amp's on. This is where you plug your headphones into. Okay? Speakers off, headphones on. On the board, there's a couple things you need to do. Number 1, your mics should be plugged into. Trace the cable should be plugged into inputs 1 and 2 over here. Okay, got your mics plugged in. Turn them on. Let's turn the mics on. That's good. All good. These 4 buttons right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, LR, LR, all should be pushed in. Good there. Over here, channel 13, 14 should be on. Fader up. 1 and 2 button in. L and R button out. This button should be up. Okay. Coolio. Next one, turn these 2 gray faders up, turn these 2 master faders up. We should be rolling now. All you got to do then, plug some headphones into the headphone amp, and you should be good to go. Last thing you need to do on the broadcast board, turn the production booth fader up, and make sure this button, audition, AUD, is not pressed. PGM, good. Audition, bad. Turn it up. Make sure it's not peaking over here, but it needs to be up somehow. So that's it for the roundtable shows. Pretty complicated, I understand. There's a lot of steps in that process, a lot of buttons that need to be pressed and unpressed. But if you need me to go over it again, I would be happy to do so. That's just the best way to have a roundtable show without any feedback or anyone being unbalanced in between the mics. Trust me on that. Last thing I wanted to go over with you guys is the computer use in here. This computer, production computer, back in the production booth. This computer's not for personal use. It's for Kamp use only. So if you are on the production team, then sweet. You'll get a password and you'll be able to run your in-studios, do show promos, all that cool stuff. Otherwise, just talk to me about it. And if it's something that I think is worth you having a login for, then I'll give you one. Lastly, last thing, don't leave your shit in the booth, in my booth. I'll probably just throw it away. Last thing, Last thing, don't leave shit lying around in the booth. I'll probably just throw it away or keep it. And trash, not cool. One last thing, no food or drink in the booth. There's expensive stuff in here. I don't want to. Last thing, no food or drink in the booth. It's expensive. Last thing, no food or drink in the booth. There's expensive stuff in here. I don't want any of it getting broken. And also clean up after yourself. Don't leave trash, sticky notes, papers on the floor. Don't leave that shit in here because I'll just throw it away. And last thing, no food or drink in the booth. Alright, last thing, no food or drink in the booth. There's a lot of expensive equipment in here and I don't want any of it to get broken. Also, don't leave your paper, trash, and shit in here. It's not my job to clean it up. Cool. So, remember it. Last thing, don't bring any food or drink into the booth. That includes... Last thing, don't bring any food or drink into the production booth. There's a lot of expensive stuff in here, and I don't want any of it to get broken. So remember, if you want to be cool and have friends, send an email to production@kamp.arizona.edu. Thanks, guys.